Hi, guys. How are you all? Happy Sunday. Um, what a weekend it's been. Let me start with the little itty bitty short part, and then we get to the biggie, long, what I want to talk about part. First of all, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. My weekend has been jam packed. I'm looking at the time and I'm like, holy cow, it's Sunday. It's 3:48, and this weekend flew by. I had an awesome weekend, really. Friday after work, I went with one of my best friends and we saw my favorite movie, Wizard of Oz, on IMAX 3D. It was amazing. Just kind of cool to see it, like, in... I think you kind of catch little itty bitty things. I mean, I've seen the movie a gazillion times, but when it's that big, you kind of catch little itty bitty things that you really have never noticed before. For example, the Scarecrow's makeup. It's kind of cool to like look back and see what was, you know, game changing in regards to movies and makeup and sets and all this, that, and the other in The Wizard of Oz, and then see how it's changed over time. But I love The Wizard of Oz. It is like, that is my movie, and I thought it was awesome. So that was a lot of fun. Saturday was super busy. Saturday morning, woke up early, got my butt to the gym. I did 8-mile training run. It went really well. I am now discovering, not now, I mean I have been for like a month or so, or 2 or 3 now. I sweat so much. And a really good friend of mine, she told me that like an increase in sweating could be, or could be a sign that internally your body is becoming much more healthier. So I love that. And I realized too, I'm drinking so much more water than I used to. And then what goes in has to come out. So that's a good thing. Training run went well. Then I ran downtown to get my race stuff for today's race, which I'll talk about in a moment. And so saw Jen and Lisa and Val and Skinny Sister. They're just awesome. But again, I will get to that in a minute. And by a minute, I mean a few. And got my stuff, went back home, which I live in the Metro Detroit area, so I live north of Detroit. Showered, changed, got all ungrossed from 8 miles, and got all pretty to go to the Tigers game that night. I went out with 3 of my best friends, and we went to dinner downtown, and had a lot of fun. It was a beautiful night out. I love the fall. It was like 60s, mid-60s. It was awesome and sunny. So we went to dinner downtown, and then went to the game. The game was awesome. I'm a huge sports girl. I am. So, to see the Tigers down by 6 runs, 6-0 in the 9th inning, and they came back and won. It was awesome. The atmosphere was great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love going to baseball games. I love the Detroit Tigers ever since I was little. It was such a good night. Did not get home until later. We went for dessert afterwards. Yes, I'm human. I also did run, though, like 8 miles that day, so I had a little bit of leeway. I burned like 1,700 calories so in the morning, so you know what, I treated myself. Had a little dessert, went to dessert, got home, and it was like 2 in the morning. By the time I actually like figured out where I was going for the race today and kind of ironed out a couple things, set my stuff out, and got to bed, it was 3. My alarm went off at 6. I woke up and I was like, whose idea was this? But it's all good. So then, it was the Detroit Women's Half Marathon. I didn't do the half marathon, but it was a half marathon and a 5K. And it was the first time, so it was an inaugural race. And it was on Belle Isle. Beautiful morning. Tidbit chilly, but a beautiful morning for a race. Honestly, it is, the chilliness is ideal for races because your body's going to warm up. So, rather quickly. So it was perfect weather for a race. And I thought for sure that my legs were going to be tired from the 8 miles the day before. Plus, I just, going downtown for the game, did a lot of walking, parking, walking a ways, walking back, walking here, walking around. I just figured my legs are going to be tired. Don't expect much. You're still going to do it. You're still going to run hard. You're still going to do what you can do. But Heather, don't expect to do amazingly. That's where life is funny, because I just was able to finally figure out my time. My time was 41 minutes and 30 seconds, which I'm super stoked about. That's so crazy to me, like how much my time has changed. Not over, like some people say, oh, their time changes over like a course of a year. This has been the summer of transformation for me, I swear, because my times and my endurance has changed drastically this summer. So that was awesome. And my average pace was 13 minutes and 23 seconds. That is amazing to me. I remember when I was geeked to be like just out of the 16 minutes. And that's to do it, that is the accomplishment. But if we're talking about my own personal goals and aspirations and all that kind of stuff, average pace 13 minutes and 23 seconds. And I know that that's not super fast, but for me, that is such a change in my life. That's so crazy to me. I just love it though. It's like, holy cow, look what you're doing. You are changing your life. Continue to change your life. It is good. Anyways, with all that being said, I want to get to the meat of this vlog. I want to talk about how amazingly proud and inspired I am by Jen and Lisa and Val and Skinny Sister Cindy. Guys, I was even just thinking about it a little bit ago, driving home, because after the race, I went to lunch with some friends, and then I ran some errands, and then I got my groceries, and I'm home. I was thinking about it as I was driving home, and I was like, that was such a fun morning. That was so cool. And it was kind of like, that thing when you look forward to something and it's over, and you're kind of like, it's over. But I know it's not over, because those girls are going to be running more and doing more races, and I told them today, you're stuck with me. So it's not over. It's just, page 1, done, turn the page, what's going to be on page 2. But first of all, I just, from the outside, talking to you guys, and a lot of you have been roadies and following them for a long time, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, I need to link their page down below. You need to go and follow them, subscribe to them. They're freaking awesome. First of all, their whole family is amazing, and I'm not just saying this just to say this. I'm saying this because it's so true. I was so honored and had the pleasure to meet their mom and dad. When you meet their mom and dad, you see exactly why those girls are as amazing as they are. Sweetest mom and dad you could ever imagine. So supportive. That was the first time they met me, and they were so sweet and kind and supportive to me. Like I was one of their kids. They were just so sweet, and then it makes sense how awesome and sweet and kind and loving they are. I'm so inspired and proud of them for what they did today. Each one of them is on their own journey in one way or another, and they all crossed the finish line at different times, but that was like their moment for them. That was etched out in the plans for the greater good of the universe. That was in their journey, and I don't know if that even makes sense, but I think they're awesome, you know, and they totally epitomize the today I can do anything mantra and focus. Like, they are destined for some pretty awesome, amazing stuff. And I know I've been telling them for some time, like, you gotta get to a race. And I said this to you guys too, because I know what it was like for me. And I know how running has changed my life completely. If you ever question your journey, you don't know if you're ready to start, you don't know if you want to be a runner, you don't know anything. And you know what? The first race I went to, I didn't even go to it thinking, I'm going to become a runner someday. I went to it thinking, I'm going to support my sister-in-law. This is pretty cool. I get to experience something I've never experienced before. No expectations. My life was changed. Go to a race. I'm not even saying do a race. Just go to a race. Go support a friend. And be amazed and be transformed. Because I told them, I was like, you gotta get to a race. You've gotta just do a race, and your life is going to change. That will be the very beginning. Even before you start the race, get there, be in, line up for the race, feel the stuff going on, and suddenly, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it, and your life will just change. So, I mean, the sky's the limit for those girls. They amaze me. I'm so blessed to have them in my life as Jen said earlier, as real friends. Sometimes you're like, oh yeah, hi friend. Like in communication back and forth with some people, you're just like, oh yeah, that's my friend. But I really feel like when we see each other and hang out, and we've only hung out a couple times, but I have a feeling that's gonna change. It's like you're just hanging out with like friends you've known forever. They're just, I know I keep on repeating myself, but they're just so rad. They're so cool, and I'm just so proud of them today. So I know you guys are watching this at some point. I'm so proud of you. And just page 1, because page 2 is now started. So super excited for them, proud of them, and it was just a great race. I mean, it was really cool. So I'm excited for that. My next race is will be, I don't have any more 5Ks or anything, so my next race is going to be October 20th. Free press half marathon, international half marathon. Jen and Lisa and Val, and I don't know if Cindy will too, Skinny Sister, but they said they're going to come downtown and support me and cheer me on, so that means the world to me. I'm super, super excited for that race. I really, really am. Like, I don't know. I think I gotta save some thoughts that I've been having about the upcoming race for another vlog because I just feel so different. My life just feels so different right now. So, in a good way. But I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm running out of time, because the time is right there and it's telling me that I'm running out. Okay, so enjoy. I hope you enjoyed that little song because it was an original. I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I hope you find one thing to work on this week and improve this week. But just know, man, today you can do anything for real and for true, and you are possible. Don't forget the possibility that you have, because you are full of potential. It's all in there. You just got to bring it out. The only person that can take care of you is you. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. And have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.